How y'all doing? Oh, hello, darling. How are you? It is me. Hello? It's me you're looking for. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your heart. You know, I've been waiting for you. Yo, hey, hi. Hello. As I was sitting here on my mat and thinking about my experience thus far in Jamaica and my experience with people in general, I began to talk about expensive and how people sit around and talk about how expensive things are and how I feel like I am a part of the 1% because I just can't sit around and talk about how expensive something is, right? And just let that be the conversation. Oh, this is getting expensive. This is this is that. And I don't really care for conversation like that. You know, I don't really care to sit around and just talk lack. It's like talking lack, you know, when you sit around and this is getting too much and this. It's like, okay, who cares? Who cares? Really? Long as all you need to do and all your job is to worry about is be concerned with being provided for. Be concerned with being led. Be concerned with being protected. That's it. That's it. And if you know that you're always provided for, then there's no need to sit around a campfire and dish about how expensive life is. I don't see the need for it. And that also kind of further isolates me from the majority, because most people, that's kind of like their identifier, I guess, or how people kind of, commune. It's like they may not be able to commune about this, but if somebody mentioned, damn, it's expensive, or this costs too much, it shouldn't be this much. And it's like everybody want to chime in, right? Because everybody talks about money in regards to that, and everybody wants to be lack-based. Or I'm not even going to say lack-based, but they just choose to have a limited scope or limited view upon money. And I don't. I've been working with my ideas around money and my beliefs around money for about a year now. And I boil it down to this. Money is a tool, and I have lots of tools. Money is here as a tool, as a resource. I say this affirmation wholly. I always have enough to experience the things I desire to experience. I always have enough to experience the things I desire to experience. I always have enough to experience the things I desire to experience. I always have enough for whatever experience I want to have. I always have enough for whatever experience I want to have. So in doing so, I had to kind of isolate myself from people or change the topic a lot. You know, when people would start talking about money or talking about this, or I would just not say nothing. You know, I've been learning that too on the journey, to just kind of don't say anything at all. Just, you know, let them ramble and just yeah. 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 That's what I do a lot. Cause what are you doing? What are you talking about? You know, I don't really do well around people who all they could talk about is somebody else. Not even in the negative, but in the sense of what somebody else got. You know, you don't hear nothing about them and what they got and what they doing. But all I hear is so-and-so got this, so-and-so got so much money. And that's something that's very, very prominent in Jamaica. A lot of pocket watching, if you would. I noticed it just throughout conversation and people I try to connect with. There was a few groups of people who none of that came up, and that was from that amazing weekend in Berrydale. Then none of this came up. Like, we talk about none of that. It was good people. Those are my people. But for the most part, when I'm out here in Gen Pop, I'm out here in the general population, it's always about what somebody got and what somebody don't got. It's always about who got so much money and what they be doing with the money. And it's always like white people that they talk about, because there's usually people that come here with the money, right? And it's just like crabs in a barrel, if you would. Crabs in a bucket, crabs in a barrel. Kind of how I see it. Yeah. And it's not somewhere that I would want to kind of stick myself full time, because when you look like you got money, you become a target. What kind of target? Oh, the target for people to just want to be around you because they know that you're going to pay for everything. Yeah, that don't fly in my world. Even though I have these beliefs around money, I also have beliefs around being taken care of. So, and I don't believe that I'm giving money to take care of grown-ass people. I don't believe that. I don't believe my money is given to me for me to take care of the people. Now, do I? Yeah. Because it's nothing. Because again, the money is given to me and I have it. So I so choose to do what I do. But when I say taking care of adults, meaning footing your bill and taking care of your experience. No, I ask for money for my desires to experience what I desire, not you, what I desire. So again, if that happens to be that I want to experience a party in Ibiza and we there and I get us drinks, okay, that's different. That's different. You know what I'm saying? Because I desire that experience and you're my friend and you're with me. And hey, I'm about to get a drink. You want a drink? Okay, I got it. Let me get us a drink. But not, let's go hang out and then you're asking me for cash so that you can do whatever, or you're trying to manipulate or steer the experience so we can do what you want to do, so we pay for you what you want to do. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And so that's a big thing out here. And I don't really like it. I don't really care for it, that mentality, again, to just sit around and talk about what you don't got. Because that's exactly what it is. And if you sit around and talk about what you don't got, then, well, you won't not have it. Because that's all you're going to do is sit there and fucking talk about it. You're not going to have it if all you do is just sit there and talk about what you don't got. I don't get how, in what universe that makes you get it. Because it don't. I like to be around people where the conversations are different, where the conversation is expansive, where the conversations are, you know, hey, I seen so-and-so in this today. It was nice. Yeah, that was it. You know, that's about the extent of that conversation, right? And then they flip the script on and talk about them. You know, it'd feel good if I have that, and then I'm going to do this and I'm going to have it one day. You know, there's nothing wrong with believing, but I see that the people of Jamaica, they believe in a lot of stuff, yeah, but themselves, they do, but not to that extent that they believe that they can achieve, you know. And like I was saying, even down to the expats here, it's like the mentality is just shoved off on them that, oh, it's so expensive, I have to pay for this, rah. And again, I don't want to be around that. I just don't want to be around that type of conversation and that type of mentality. Well, I feel like I have a 1% mentality, because the 1% don't talk about what they don't got, and they don't sit around and talk about what they have either. They talk about other things, because they know if you focus on lack, you're just going to create more lack. You know, you focus on abundance, you create more abundance. That's kind of the simple equation. Yeah, and it's just weird. And in my head, I just feel like if you sit around and talk about what you don't got, you're going to create more of what you don't got. That's just me. So I don't like to talk about how things are expensive, or how, you know, you ain't got. I like to reframe things like that and say, hey, this may be a bit pricey, but I'm grateful that I have the resources and the means to provide this for myself, and I'll be okay. And so what if that last thing that I purchased may have put my bank account at $1? I'm gonna still purchase it because I needed it, I desired it, and it was brought into my experience. So I'm gonna purchase it, and I'm gonna be okay. And guess what? I'm gonna be okay, because that $1 could probably be 10,000 in less than a few hours. And yes, that has happened. So again, I don't have no problems parting ways with the cash, because when you do it joyfully, one, when you do it, you already open the door for it to come back. But then when you do it joyfully and with pleasure and with no attachment, you know, say if that was my last 20. All I had was $21, and I spent my last 20 on food. And I'm happy. I'm happy as hell for what that food is about to do for me, and how it's about to fill me and nourish me. And again, that $1, I'm going to get $10,000 in a few hours, so I'm not even worried. And guess what? I didn't even know the 10,000 was coming. I really didn't. I really didn't even know it was coming my way. I was like, shit, I got $1 left, but I got everything I need, so apparently there's nothing else I should need from the external world today. Girl, it's thundering? I ain't had a good thunderstorm since I've been down here. Oh. So, yeah, you know, the conversation is different when you really start to elevate your beliefs around money. The conversation becomes very different. And having a lack-based mindset or entertaining lack-based conversations around money costs you so much money. It costs you so much money entertaining that. So whenever I am around it or I hear it, I just, you know, if it's something expensive, like one big thing that we're talking about now is airplane prices, flights and stuff. I don't chime in, you know. Yeah, they are a bit more than what I'm used to seeing, but again, I have the resources, I have the means, it's provided to me, and this is what I want to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And the same goes for you, my friend. Same goes for you. It don't matter if everybody complaining that a flight to Jamaica is $800, but if you got 801 and you want to go ahead and book your flight then, my friend, because you wanted to go, and boom, you have the resources. You now have the resource. You now have the materials. So go ahead and do it, because you never know. You bust out the 800, something gonna come back around and give you 16, right? So that's it. That's all I wanted to kind of come and ramble about with money, and you know what kind of happens, or what are the consequences of entertaining lack-based conversations and people in environments and being around it. It costs you so much. I mean, you may think you're hee-heeing and ha-haing and giggling in a conversation, but you're costing yourself a lot. You start costing you. Your conversations are very expensive, if you know what I mean. Yeah, buddies. Y'all know what I mean.